When we speak about the gift of just being, we are pointing to something that is already here. It is not something to buy, to earn, or to achieve. It is like the air that surrounds us and the ground beneath our feet. Presence is quiet, yet it holds great strength. Many people spend their days running after plans, memories, and worries. In this endless running, they forget the strength that comes from simply being here, in this moment. To be present does not mean to fight with the mind. It means to soften, to allow, and to recognize that the breath, the body, and the world around us are already enough. Think of a mountain. It does not run to prove its greatness. It stands, silent and unmoving, yet it holds the rivers, the forests, and the sky. In the same way, when we rest in presence, we also hold a quiet power that no one can take away. Many believe that worth is measured by how much they do, or how much they own. Yet the quiet strength of presence reminds us that life itself is already complete. You are not less because you pause. You are not behind because you rest. A flower does not hurry, yet it blooms at the right time. When we allow ourselves to just be, the noise of the world becomes softer. We may still hear it, but it no longer shakes us. Instead, we stand like the mountain, grounded and steady, with an inner strength that is calm and unshaken. This is the quiet strength of presence, the first gift of simply being. Life moves like a river. It flows forward without effort, finding its way through valleys and stones. Sometimes it runs fast and loud. Sometimes it slows and becomes quiet. This gentle flow is a reminder that being does not need to struggle. Just as the river does not plan its course, we too can allow life to carry us without forcing every turn. Many of us are taught to push against the current, to fight for control, and to resist what comes. Yet resistance often brings more pain. When we let go of the need to control every detail, we discover that life has its own rhythm. The river may bend in unexpected ways, but it still reaches the sea. In the same way, our lives unfold in ways we cannot always see, but each step belongs to the whole journey. To live with the gentle flow is not weakness. It is not giving up. It is the strength to trust that we are part of something larger, something that does not fail. Think of how water shapes even the hardest stone. It does not do this by force, but by patience and constancy. This is the quiet teaching of the river. Softness can move mountains. When we rest in this flow, the burdens we carry feel lighter. The days may still bring change, but change no longer feels like an enemy. Instead, it becomes a natural movement, like waves on the ocean. To just be is to allow this gentle current to guide us, without fear, without resistance. This is the second gift of simply being, the gift of living in the gentle flow of life. In a world filled with noise and endless choices, simplicity shines like a hidden treasure. Many people believe that happiness is found in adding more things, more goals, more achievements. Yet often, the more we add, the heavier our hearts become. The gift of just being reminds us that peace is not in the many, but in the few. Think of a small room with only a chair and a window. There is space for light to enter, and the air feels open. Now imagine a room crowded with objects, each demanding attention. The light struggles to enter, and the air feels heavy. Our minds can be the same. When filled with endless wants and worries, they feel crowded. When we return to simplicity, we find room for peace. Simplicity does not mean we must throw away everything we own. It means learning to see what truly matters and letting the rest where it is. A simple meal can taste rich when we eat with awareness. A quiet walk can bring more joy than the busiest entertainment. In simplicity, even small things shine brightly. Peace grows naturally when we are not pulled in 1,000 directions. It comes when we realize that what we already have is enough. The song of a bird, the warmth of the sun, the smile of a friend, these are simple, yet they hold the essence of life. When we open our hearts to them, we touch peace without effort. This peace in simplicity is another gift of simply being. It shows us that life is not about filling every corner, but about making space for what is true and lasting. Each moment of life arrives only once. Like a snowflake that falls and melts, it cannot be repeated. Yet many people pass through their days without noticing, their eyes on the past or their minds on the future. In doing so, they miss the quiet beauty that is right here. The gift of just being opens our eyes to the wonder of this very moment. Consider the morning light as it touches the earth. The sky changes color, and the air carries a freshness that lasts only for a short time. If we are lost in thoughts, we may not see it. But if we pause, the beauty of the morning greets us as a gift. In the same way, the sound of rain, the laughter of a child, or even the silence of night, each hold their own form of beauty. This beauty does not depend on wealth or power. It is not hidden in faraway places. It is present in the ordinary, waiting for us to notice. A simple cup of tea, held with quiet attention, becomes a treasure. A gentle breeze on the face feels like a blessing. These small moments are not small at all. They are the fabric of life itself. When we allow ourselves to just be, the present moment opens like a flower. Its beauty is not loud, but soft, not rare, but constant. Each moment is alive, fresh, and unique. To see this is to realize that we already live surrounded by wonder. This is another gift of simply being, the beauty of each moment, shining quietly for those who are willing to see. Silence is often feared in our modern world. Many people try to fill every space with sound, with voices, with movement. Yet silence is not empty. It is alive, deep, and healing. Within silence, the heart can finally breathe. The gift of just being invites us to rest in this silence, not as a void, but as a gentle home. Think of the night sky. It may seem silent, yet it holds countless stars, each shining quietly. In the same way, silence holds more than words can express. It gives us room to listen, not only to the world around us, but also to the quiet truths within ourselves. When we rest in silence, we begin to notice the rhythms of life that were always there, but often hidden by noise. Resting in silence is not escape. It is not closing the world away. Rather, it is returning to the space where everything can be seen more clearly. Just as a pond becomes clear when it is still, our minds and hearts also become clear when we allow silence to hold us. In this clarity, peace naturally arises. There is a deep comfort in knowing that we do not always need to speak, to explain, or to fill the air. Silence can be our companion, steady and calm. In moments of silence, we realize that being alive is enough. We do not need to perform for life. We simply need to rest in it. This resting in silence is another gift of simply being. It reminds us that silence is not the absence of life, but the presence of something greater than words can ever capture. Stillness is often misunderstood as doing nothing or wasting time. Yet true stillness is not laziness. It is a return to the center, a grounding of body and mind in the quiet heart of life. Just as the ocean appears calm on the surface while holding great depth below, stillness holds a depth that supports and nourishes us. In stillness, we no longer chase after every thought or react to every sound. We rest like a tree with deep roots, steady through sun, wind, and rain. The world may continue to move quickly around us, but within stillness we discover a place that cannot be shaken. This depth is not far away. It is always here, waiting for us to notice. Think of a candle flame in a dark room. It does not shout, yet it lights the space with quiet power. Stillness works in the same way. Even a few moments of it can brighten our lives. It helps us see with clarity, listen with openness, and live with calm strength. From stillness, our actions become more balanced, our words more gentle, and our hearts more steady. Many people believe they must always be busy to be valuable. But the depth of stillness shows us another truth. Value is not only in doing, but also in being. A bird resting on a branch is not less alive than when it flies. In the same way, we are fully alive even in stillness. This depth of stillness is another gift of simply being. It is not something to search for in distant places. It is here, now, within us, offering strength that is calm, steady, and enduring. From an early age, many of us are taught that life is a race. We are told to strive, to compete, to reach for more and more without end. Yet this endless striving often leaves us weary, like a traveller carrying a heavy load without rest. The gift of just being offers another way, living without striving, where life is not a battle to be won, but a path to be walked. Living without striving does not mean giving up on life or refusing to act. It means acting with ease, without the constant pressure of proving our worth. Just as the sun rises without effort and the seasons change without command, we too can live in a way that is natural and unforced. Actions that come from this place are not weaker. In fact, they often carry more strength, because they flow from the heart, instead of fear or competition. Think of a garden. The flowers do not compete to bloom. Each one opens in its own time, adding beauty to the whole. When we release the need to strive endlessly, we begin to see that our lives are already complete, even as they continue to unfold. We can work, create, and care, but without the endless weight of comparison and judgment. When we live without striving, we breathe more deeply. Our steps grow lighter. Life no longer feels like a race, but like a journey filled with moments to notice and cherish. In this way, we discover freedom, not freedom from effort, but freedom from the endless chase. This freedom is another gift of simply being, the gift of living without striving, where peace is found not at the finish line, but along the path itself. Acceptance is often seen as weakness, as if to accept means to give up. But true acceptance is not surrender to despair. It is the courage to see life as it is, without fighting every moment. When we accept, we stop wasting energy on resistance, and we discover a freedom that cannot be found in struggle. Life brings both joy and sorrow, light and shadow. No one can escape this balance. Many people try to deny the parts of life they dislike, pushing them away or hiding from them. Yet denial only creates more pain. Acceptance does not erase hardship, but it softens our relationship with it. It allows us to meet each moment with openness rather than fear. Think of the sky. It does not refuse the passing storm. It holds the clouds, the rain, and the thunder, just as it holds the sun and the stars. The sky is vast enough to welcome all. In the same way, acceptance makes our hearts vast. We can carry both joy and sorrow without being broken. This freedom of acceptance does not mean we must agree with everything or stop making changes. It means we begin from peace rather than resistance. From this place, our actions are wiser and our hearts lighter. We may still work to heal, to grow, or to improve, but we no longer fight against life itself. When we accept, we free ourselves. We are no longer trapped by what we cannot change. Instead, we walk with life, step by step, with a quiet strength. This is another gift of simply being, the freedom of acceptance, where life is met with open hands and an open heart. At the center of all these gifts lies the heart of simply being. It is not an idea to be understood with the mind, but a way of living that touches the deepest part of who we are. To simply be is to rest in the truth that life itself is enough. We do not need to add more layers to it, nor do we need to constantly chase after what is missing. The heart of being whispers that nothing is missing. When we live in this way, we feel a quiet harmony with the world. We may still face difficulties, but they no longer define us. We may still experience change, but we no longer fear it. In the heart of simply being, there is a deep trust that we belong, just as we are. Think of an old tree standing in the forest. It does not question its worth, nor does it try to be something else. It grows, it stands, it offers shade and shelter, and it simply is. In the same way, when we return to the heart of being, we discover our natural dignity. We are already part of life's great fabric, already whole, already complete. This heart is gentle but strong. It allows us to walk through life with peace in our steps and steadiness in our breath. It reminds us that we do not need to become someone else, to be worthy of love, or to belong in this world. We are already enough. This is the heart of simply being, the deepest gift of all, waiting not in some far place, but here, within us. In every moment, we allow ourselves to just be. As we come to the close of these reflections, I wish to rest for a moment in gratitude. The gift of just being is not something I speak of as a teacher standing apart, but as a fellow traveler walking this path of life. To share these words with you is itself a blessing, and I am deeply thankful that you have given your time and your presence to listen. Gratitude is a gentle light. It shines on the small and the great alike. Tonight, I feel it for the breath that moves through me, for the earth that holds me, and for each of you who has joined me in this quiet journey of reflection. Your presence here is not taken for granted. I also want to express my heartfelt thanks to those who have supported this channel with kind actions, to those who have offered a like, to those who have chosen to subscribe, to those who have written thoughtful comments, and to those who have shared their generosity through super thanks or membership. Your kindness sustains this work in ways greater than I can express. It allows these simple words to continue reaching those who may need them. Please know that each gesture, no matter how small it may seem, carries meaning. It is felt, it is seen, and it is appreciated. May the peace of simply being touch your life in ways that bring comfort and strength. And may you carry this gift into your days, meeting each moment with openness and ease. With deep respect and gratitude, I thank you for walking with me through these reflections.